Our latest traffic cameras now starting to show some of the snow reaching the ground in the southern half of the state. Meanwhile, further north in Providence, it is dry. And while we can't rule out maybe some snow showers and flurries in downtown Providence, I think the better chance of snow, at least in terms of some small accumulations, would be south of the city. But even in Providence, later on this evening and overnight, you'll see some light snow coming through the area, perhaps coating the ground in the city, and a little bit more as you get further to the south. Doppler radar showing the northward progression of the snow is very, very slow. So in other words, the further north you go, the chances diminish. Further south you go, especially South Shore, we're starting to see some snow already, and that'll continue overnight tonight. But it should be gone by, say, 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, so shutting down before sunrise. In the meantime, it's cold enough to support snow. It's in the upper 20s to lower 30s along the South Shore. 32 Newport, Providence at 28, New Bedford at 30, and 29 in Taunton. Temperatures tonight certainly not as cold as last night. So here's the breakdown on the weather headlines. At light snow, especially Point south later this evening and during the overnight hours. It's gone by daybreak. And then another system, very active weather pattern, arriving tomorrow night. Now we're talking probably around 10, 11 o'clock. Some snow and sleet changing over to some sleet and some freezing rain. So by the time we get to Thursday morning, it's mostly rain, but the northwest part of the state for a few hours early on Thursday morning may be a bit icy. In fact, there is a winter weather advisory for northwest Rhode Island starting late tomorrow night into very early on Thursday morning, and yet another system coming through this weekend as well. We'll see that in the 7-day forecast. Satellite and radar composite shows the bulk of the snow is actually staying offshore, at least the real heavy stuff, but the northern fringe grazing southern suburbs this evening and overnight. When we take this into the future, you see that on top of us during the late night hours. Then first of all, this is 2 in the morning. Most of it is gone by daybreak tomorrow. We're left with just cloudy skies and an occasional flurries every now and then. I just don't expect a lot of precipitation during the daytime tomorrow, other than some scattered flurries. Round number 2 of moisture arriving later tomorrow night. First in the form of some wet snow, but a quick change to sleet, freezing rain, and rain by Thursday morning. That's why we're not anticipating really a lot of snow with this system tomorrow night into Thursday morning, as it will switch over to rain and some freezing rain. But it does dry out by Thursday afternoon and Thursday evening. Friday looking pretty good, though chilly and breezy. Make the most of it. There's more precipitation for this weekend. All right, close-up look shows the light snow developing right now, especially south of the city and along the South Shore. By daybreak, it is gone. We're left with mainly cloudy skies and chilly conditions during the morning and afternoon. Every now and then, a little snow shower or a flurry passing through both morning and afternoon, but there's not much in the way of precipitation during the daytime hours of Wednesday. Snowfall amounts south of Providence, but especially the southern half of the state, coastal Massachusetts, right in here, anywhere from a coating to up to an inch of snow, up to 2 inches out on the islands. Little to nothing further north, maybe a dusting up here, but a better chance of perhaps getting up to an inch of snow as you get closer to the coastline. And again, that would be during the overnight hours up until about 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. Temperatures in the upper 20s. Mostly cloudy. The snow is gone tomorrow morning. Outside of some scattered flurries both morning and afternoon under mainly cloudy skies, it should be fairly quiet. Round number 2 of messy weather Wednesday night into Thursday morning. Friday looking good. Saturday, we start with snow, sleet, and rain, but it changes to actually a rainstorm by Sunday. Heavy rain on Sunday, milder, with a temperature at 45. The further south you go overnight, early tomorrow morning, the slipperier any untreated roads will be, so be careful.
Hopefully the plows and sanders have enough time to get the roads in shape before most people get on the road. I feel bad for the early birds. But.
And I would say this is more of a sanding operation than a plowing.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right, Tony, thank you. Coming up next is